I'm your host Tony, and in today's video we're going to be looking at the official news that I've received that Arsenal has made their first signing, Kepa Arrizabalaga. I also talk about Noni Madueke, who has been linked with the club, and I'll touch on a couple of more things. So starting with the first part of today's video, Arsenal has confirmed the signing of Kepa Arrizabalaga from Chelsea. This is a goalkeeper that was signed for £71 million in 2018. And guess how much Arsenal got him? Guess. £5 million. Yes, that release clause was actually true. For a keeper that came to Chelsea, to the Premier League 7 seasons ago, for the world record fee, which is still held by him as a goalkeeper, Arsenal has gotten him for just £5 million. And right now, he has broken the course. He's basically the best number 2 out there. When we had Ramsdale behind Raya and Kelleher behind Alisson, they were the two arguments for who were the best number 2s. Then of course Ramsdale left and went to Southampton, which meant that Kelleher was the best number 2. But Kelleher now has moved to Brentford after McFlecken was signed by Erik Ten Hag. So Kepa Arrizabalaga has come to us now to fight with David Raya for a place in the first team. And we all know who's going to be the winner of that. The goalkeeper that has won the Golden Glove for 2 seasons in a row. But I'm happy we have Kepa because Arsenal has had a merry-go-round when it comes to goalkeepers, man. Like you have to go all the way back. In 2004, when we had David Seaman, who was leaving the club, retiring after a well-tenured career, Jens Lehmann came into the picture, right? And when we had Jens Lehmann, he had Rami Shaban, and I think Almunia behind him. Then of course, Lehmann was getting older. Almunia took over from him. He dyed his hair blonde, and he became our number 1. And after a while, we see Vito Manoni that time as Vito Manoni was the spare keeper. So when we had Almunia as number 1, we got a new number 2 in the form of Lukasz Fabianski from Legia Warsaw, if I remember correctly. And Fabianski understudied Almunia. At some point, Fabianski took over from Almunia. While they were taking over from Almunia, we had the young Wojciech Szczesny coming into the picture. And of course, Szczesny took over from Fabianski. Then after Wojciech was taken over from Fabianski, he had his cigarette outing back in the dressing room. Then of course, there was David Ospina. Oh, Ospina! Oh my God, I loved every time he took a goal kick at the Emirates. So Ospina didn't spend much time with us. After Ospina left, that's when we got Peter Cech. Peter Cech sent Ospina out. After Peter Cech was about to leave, that's when we got Ben Leno. Ben Leno was like the showstopper from Leverkusen. Oh no, so good German, blah blah blah. Up until the point when Arsenal were last in the table, following losses to Manchester City and 2 other teams. Then Leno lost his place to Aaron Ramsdale. Aaron Ramsdale became the number 1. And of course, Leno left. And before Leno left, Martinez had also left because we had sent him on loan in a couple of clubs. But when Leno suffered that bad injury against Brighton in the league, Martinez came in. That was, I think, the 1920 season. Yes, when Emery left as well. And Martinez was our main keeper who helped us to win the FA Cup final. But of course, he was too good to be a number 2. And he left to Aston Villa, right? Then we now had the acquisition of Ramsdale from from Sheffield United of Bournemouth. I think that Sheffield United of Bournemouth, one of those things that got relegated. Yeah, Sheffield United, yes, after getting relegated with them. And they were trolling him that he had gotten relegated with Bournemouth and Sheffield United, yeah. No, Ramsdale replaced Leno, yes, and took his place in the team. And of course, David Raya came and replaced Ramsdale. So you can see the merry-go-round that Arsenal had the goalkeepers for many seasons. But what I love about this deal is that Kepa is a settled goalkeeper. He has actually had loads of experience, 7 seasons with Chelsea. He also went to Real Madrid in the 23-24 season and did very well with them. Then of course last season he was at Bournemouth. When we loaned Neto, he went to Bournemouth and he played 31 league games there, kept like 9 clean sheets, had a save percentage of 71.4. He was just behind David Raya in terms of save percentages. So you can see that this is a keeper that is really good. Now, we had Calvin, who was loaned out to Valladolid, but I'm not sure there was that much trust in Calvin. And there's also the Lagna Rothberg guy, Runa Alex Runasen, yeah, that had that terrible Carabao Cup match against Man City, and that was like in Akikana. We're done with your signings, yeah. So in Kepa, Arsenal have gotten a very good goalkeeper that can serve as a very good backup to Raya. He can actually play the Premier League if we want him to, but knowing Arteta, Raya will probably play the Premier League games and the Champions League. Then in the FA Cup and the Carabao, he can confidently play Kepa without thinking twice. And Kepa can actually, fill in for Raya if he has like an injury or something. And I'm very, very, very happy with this signing. Kepa is also in the right level of experience. I think he's 30 years, which means that he can actually stay with us for 5 seasons or even more. And of course, his wages are not that much as well. So this is actually a very great signing for Arsenal. He's going to come into the team, work in the goalkeepers union with Raya, and I'm sure he'll be very, very happy to feature when the chance comes up. So moving over to transfer speculation, Arsenal has been linked to a move for Noni Madueke. So we have in the past couple of days have been linked with Iberici Eze, and according to the gurus like David Ornstein, Fabrizio Romano, the word on the street is that Arsenal is going to get Eze in addition to a striker and a winger. I don't think the winger can be Rodrigo, so it might just be Madueke in the sense that, okay, Eze might be the one that will cut in from the left and can also provide cover in central attacking midfield because, he can also provide cover even as a left eight too. While Madueke will now be the standalone backup to Bukayo Saka. Last season we tried Sterling, but that was a terrible disaster. What's up with Arsenal and getting so many players from Chelsea? Well, we're all in London together, I guess. So you can just use that. So Noni Madueke has not lit up any fireworks since he came to Chelsea. He joined the club 2 seasons ago from PSV and Eindhoven for an estimated fee of £28.5 million. He came in quite hyped because in his final season at PSV Eindhoven, he actually played very well. I think he had a couple of goals. He had 9 goals in 35 games. Then he had scored 2 goals in 9 games before now coming to Chelsea. I think the January transfer window, so if I remember. But honestly, he hasn't really had a consistent run out in the team. And in the games he has played, they have been decent. I like the guy. He's someone that is very direct. He can play like Saka to a certain degree. He can be selfish when he wants to be. He had that nice hat trick against Wolves in the 6-2 win last season. And he scored a couple of goals in the Conference League for them as well. So he's someone that obviously will not take Saka out of the team, but when you want to rest Saka, games when we have won, like, or when we're leading like maybe 3-0, 4-0, or even 2-0, I want to give Saka like a break. You can take him out and bring him out like Madueke can come and, show his skills, do his dribbles, have a couple of colours. So he's not a bad signing if we go for him, and I don't think he'll be that expensive. I don't think his wages will be that much. And if the plan is to still get him and go for Sesko Gyökeres, I'm good. So I'm looking, obviously, we have to be monitoring the situation in the next couple of days and we'll see how that pans out. Arsenal is really cooking right now. Kepa has been confirmed. I guess we should expect to see Martin Zubimendi coming very soon. As for Christian Norgard, his director of football from Brentford has already basically said that he's about to come to Arsenal, wishing him well. And it's later of his career for him to win trophies. And of course, there's still Christian Mosquera that's in the works. So Better is actually cooking at that grill, man. We're waiting to get like the icing on the cake, which would be Gyökeres or Sesko. There's still time for that. We're just in the first week of July. We still have the entire July, we still have August, although I'll prefer, and many Arsenal fans will also prefer all our players to come before the preseason starts, which is in 3 weeks' time. So that's all for today. Just a quick one, celebrating the Kepa move and talking about the Madueke links, and we'll see how things progress in the coming days.